Rapoport International Press Association, and in this short video we're going to show you how to put some slideshows or image galleries into your posts. It's quite easy to do if you have a number of images and you're not sure how to place them in an article or in your postings. The gallery or the media manager will enable you to create either a gallery of images, there are thumbnails that you can place anywhere in the article, whether it be at the top, bottom, or middle of the article, or create a beautiful little slideshow as you see here on the screen. Now this is a slideshow that I did on a recent post that I just put up about New York's green markets and the Museum of Natural History. You can see it's quite effective, it looks great. And I placed it in the top of my article as opposed to the bottom of the article. So placement is truly up to you. You're going to see how we're going to obtain a short code, and we can insert that short code pretty much anywhere in the article. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is I actually did this article. I just want to scroll through it so you can see what it looks like. I have small images here. If you click on the images, you'll notice that what they'll do is they will open up into a larger size image. Which is standard because we are linking the images to the full-size image that was uploaded. So when you upload your images, make sure they're about this size that you see here. This is about 750 pixels wide. A lot of you upload a very small image thinking that you need to upload it the final size, but that's not the case because you're going to be able to resize it obviously later on. So, you know, for the slideshow version and certainly for this particular case, you certainly want to upload, you know, the right size images. We're going to take a look at the backside of this particular article. And what I did here is I actually completed the article already and I cloned another version. You'll see over here as you mouse over it, clone or new draft. I cloned it. So what I did is I actually created an identical copy of this post right over here, and let's say draft over here, and this enables me to kind of play around with it, work with it without touching the original article, or I may have a similar article where I want to use some of the same formatting or the same things and just kind of work from there. But let's take a look at the backside of this thing and see how we actually created what we did. Okay, in the edit mode, as you know from previous videos, you have a visual and then you have the text view. The text view is the code. And I just want to point this out to you. You notice that my gallery is on the very top, and you're going to see over here this little short code right in here. And this little short code with these little brackets says gallery type equals slideshow, and then it has ID numbers of all the images that we want to put into the slideshow. And that's basically it. So I could copy this or I can cut it out and place it anywhere else. In the middle, at the end of the article, it's up to me to do that, all right? So let me go back here now to the visual look so you can see actually how this appears. This is a slideshow. I've placed my images here, and they are small, but as you know, I did upload larger images, so when the viewer clicks on them, they will open up into a larger view. You don't want to make them too small, you know, because people won't be able to see them, but we are concerned about having enough text to wrap around these properly so that they appear proper when you actually upload them. You'll notice a couple of other things I did in this article. I did use my accordion shortcode here, and because I had this long list of actually vendors at this particular green market, so I used two. One is for attending growing season only, and the other one is farmers that are attending year-round, okay? So I took advantage of the short code to shorten up this article. I want to point out something else to you which is important. This article tends to be a very, very long article, okay? And we have another little secret that is probably not known by very many, and it's really hard to find in the documentation here. So I'm going to point this out to you. It's called next page, okay? And it's it enables you to basically to display, and you can see it right over here. It says next page right over here. All right. If you can't see that, I'm going to go into the text view here where you can actually see the code. Now what it does, it really doesn't break up the article into additional pages. The article is going to still remain the same long article. but it will break it up so that the viewer is actually going to be able to click on a little link that's going to have numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on based upon how many pages you have in this article. So over here, we had our accordions, and I want you to see this little code right over here. Let me skip a line. You see this little code right over here? It says next page. So it's a little bracket. It's an exclamation. It's a dash dash, next page, dash dash, and then the close of the tag. Okay? You can copy this from here, or make a note to yourself what this is, but this is the next page. All right, now what that looks like, and let's go back over here for a second. And by the way, here's our accordions that I just spoke to you about, and you can see how nice these look. These are very cool, and we showed you how to do that before. And you'll notice here's the next page tag. So this would have been a very, very long blog posting or an article, and now we're going to go to page 2. And what it does repeat the very top featured image, and we're now into page 2 of this long article. Okay, and here we go to page 3. And you can see that this is a great, great way to handle your longer articles so that a viewer doesn't get nervous when they come in and see these humongous long articles that they actually won't bother reading. This way you kind of give them a way to be able to read it, and then if they're interested, they're going to go to the next page and the next page. All right? So let's get back to producing actually the little gallery that we talked about and how I actually got to that. Okay. So in the visual mode, it's a little easier to see. What I did is, when I was done with my article and all my images here, I decided that I wanted to add a whole bunch of additional images. So I went into the Add Media section, and then I went to Upload Files, and then I could either drop in a bunch of JPEGs that I had in a directory on my desktop and just drag them over and drop them over here, or I can come in and I could actually go in and select a number of the files that I want to be in this particular slideshow. So I can go like this, select all of these and just open it and then wait for them all to load. In this particular case, what I'm going to do is we have these already loaded, but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to load up 2 of them and then I'll delete them. All right, so we checked on 2. And we can see that it's loading. If I had 10 of them that I was uploading, you'd see 10 of these images appear, and then you would wait for them to upload, okay? Now, I've already done this, and you're going to see these images in here already, but here they come. Okay. Now, if I want to produce a gallery or a slideshow, it doesn't matter, okay? By the way, I'm going to delete these for now because I've got them ready. Okay, so we just go in here and over to the right. We see the attachment details, and we can just delete these guys permanently. Okay, so now let's say I decide that I really want to produce this great-looking little, whatever it is, create a gallery, set featured image, insert from URL, next-gen gallery. Let me go up here because it's not showing. Okay. All right. We want to create a gallery, all right? And we can then go ahead and click on all the images we decide that we want to be in this particular gallery. Okay. You notice that there's a check mark next to each one. These are the ones that we selected. And now we're going to say create a new gallery on the very bottom of the page. I don't know if you can see that. And we click on Insert Gallery. And here you can see the gallery that it's just created for me. Now, I can go over to the gallery settings up here on the right, and you'll notice that there's some options here. I can do a column that's 3 wide or 4 wide. In this particular case, let's do 4 and see what that looks like. I can do it as random order. All right, so the images will appear in a random order, not in the order in which I uploaded them. And in this particular case, we can do the default, which is the gallery view, which is the thumbnail view, or we can go ahead and create a slideshow. And then we insert it, and this is what it looks like. And the final effect is going to be that slideshow that we showed you before, or the gallery that you see over here. I'm going to publish this, or I'm going to basically save this one as a clone, as a draft. And we're going to take a look and see what the difference is between the slideshow and the gallery view. Okay, we've now saved it as a draft, and now we're going to go in and we're going to preview it as a post. Now remember, our slideshow is on the top, and let's see where we inserted the gallery. We can always take that shortcode and move it to anywhere we want it to be, so it's not a problem. Okay. So here's the slideshow that we did. And let's go, I think we added it to the end of this thing. We're going to go to page 3, which is really the bottom of the article. Okay, so this is page number 3, and there's our gallery. Wow, is that cool or what, guys? So here we have 3 columns. We could have had 4 if we wanted. If we had a lot of images, we could put 4, but 3 is nice. And we can see our images. And if we click on an image, it's going to open up into the larger view. This is going to be the size of the image that I uploaded originally to this article. So it gives you an idea that I uploaded a larger image because I knew that if the viewer wanted to actually see a bigger image, we've got it there. They can open it up and see it wider. All right, so basically that's it. We can go next here, and go through the entire gallery of images that we see here, and so forth. All right, let me go back and just show you what the shortcode looks like on this particular one. Okay, now you're not going to see the shortcode in the visual view, but you can see it in the text view. And up here, here's our slideshow that I showed you previously. And at the very bottom, okay, here we go. It says gallery IDs, because this is a gallery. By the way, we're going to move our sign off over here underneath the gallery. By the way, while I've got you here, this little tag here that says sign off, which is just a bracket, the word sign off and the close of the bracket, will actually bring up a nice little, sign off for your articles. Please try to use that because it encourages people to like you on Facebook and to come back and visit us, so it's pretty nice to do. Just add this little bracket, sign off, and a bracket. And the brackets, by the way, are on the 3rd row of keys up from your keyboard and all the way to the right where the slashes are, the forward and the backward slashes are. You'll see them. Okay, in any event, here's the numbers of the particular images that we used, and here's your gallery. So I can take this out if I wanted to now, and I could paste it anywhere I want. So, and you could do more than one gallery if you want. You could produce a couple. If you're running a long article and I wanted to do a little gallery on the green market and then one on the museum, I could do that here as well. Okay, here's our visual view. We've taken that out, and now we've published our article without it. So we can go in here and save the draft. And if we refresh the page, we've just taken out the gallery, so it should disappear. And there it's gone. By the way, here is your sign off that we talked about with the bracket, the word sign off and the close of the bracket. Did you enjoy this article? If so, please, Facebook button, and so forth. It's our little commercial, and it tells them to also visit our ipaimpress.com website. Okay, that's the end of this little tutorial. I hope you will try to use your gallery and your gallery slideshow in your future articles.